This one comes from the Riddler. Thank you. I love your work. They say, "Hey Zane and Will, I've been asking my friends whether they'd rather go to the moon for an hour or have a paid trip to Europe for 2 weeks. Almost all my friends from the north of the U.S. say Europe, and all my southern friends say the moon."
Can I cut you off really quick? Good.
What are you talking about?
Everyone in the north gets a nice vacation, and we get rid of everyone in the south.
And all the southerners go to the moon. What would you do with an hour without all the southerners, Zane?
I would breathe. I would just
Travel to
finally,
Europe.
finally exhale. This is saying a lot because my entire family is from the south. So
You're maybe that's all the discrimination you're really trying to push out here.
right.
I don't really understand. I read the question and thought that we had to talk about it because I don't understand how it could all be that people from the north say they'd rather go to Europe and most people from the south say they want to go to the moon. Also, what would you rather do?
Well, in a heartbeat, I would take Europe in 2 weeks. No question about it.
Really? Rather than like get trained in, fly, and stand on the moon for an hour?
No. It's there's okay. Think about it logistically, right? All right. The first
boy.
time you do anything miraculous, the first time that you go to Italy, I promise you, will be amazing. The second day you're in Italy, you will be okay with the fact that you're in Italy. It's not going to be like you wake up and you're like, this is the first time I've seen this. You're going to think, I've definitely seen this before. I still like it.
But it's still pretty
Italy.
good.
So if you go to the moon for an hour, I promise you, I think of literally like the St. Louis Archway. Like you get to the top of the archway, you're on the moon, and you think, wow, look at that view. And then about 5 minutes later, you're going to say, running out of oxygen, aren't I? Really miss my kids. Really wish I could just eat and not wear a spacesuit. Boy, Earth, that is what Earth looks like.
No, I completely disagree.
You're going to run out of steam quickly on the moon.
I understand what you're saying, but there's only an hour of steam.
The risk of being on the moon isn't up to par with the luxury of being on the moon.
No, okay. What if it was assured that you would safely get up there?
Safely get up there, be there, and come back?
And down, yes.
Okay.
Is that really that big of a deal for you? See, even if they said like there's a 10% chance you'll die, I think I would still do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it.
You would not. If they said there's a 10% chance you will die.
There is no way I would ever let there be a risk of my body flow lifelessly through an endless void of space.
That's what you're worried about? Okay, have you ever been skydiving? When you go up to go skydiving, literally the first thing they tell you is, yeah, there's a good chance you're going to die. Like, there's just a good chance of your death.
Interesting.
And yeah, like that's like what they say. They do not sugarcoat it. My friend went just like a couple weeks ago and they were like, I almost didn't do it when they said the first thing they said before we even went up is, yeah, you could totally die. You know, so it's just like, why, I don't know. Like, for me, the moon is way better than skydiving, and I feel like skydiving is kind of overrated. The idea of going and doing something that only, like, a handful of people have ever done in the existence of the Earth, I would, like, literally be making a tiny, way smaller than the first person, like, form of history of being, like, the whateverth person who has been on the moon. And it's like, I'll run around and I would probably still see the same footprints of like the first guy who was there with whoever he is, you know? And I don't know. Just to have that, like, that is like ultimate bragging rights. Go to Europe for a couple weeks. It's just like, oh yeah, you can do that. I can do that eventually. At some point in my life, I'll go to Europe. It's nice. It sounds great. You're right. Italy is going to be fantastic. You won't get another chance to go to the moon, Zane. I tell you what.
My problem is I'm still looking at this the way that I just normally would. I get that. My brain has jumped ahead years and thought, oh, we're like already to the point where people can just go to the moon. So like when it becomes a thing, it's more boring.
Not today, dude. Not today. Moon today.
And then also, I already know that I love every inch of Europe, head to toe, and I don't know why. Because, like, there's a part of me that obviously loves the idea of seeing something no one else can ever see or really is going to see for a while, whatever, but being first to something. I just keep thinking of visiting the moon as visiting a museum.
Oh, you think so?
So it's dull in my brain.
I think I would go, think how high you can jump. You could jump like 5 feet in the air just standing still.
You know what's cool is jumping 5 feet in the air.
In Italy. I know. I get it. You think I'm stupid, and I think you're stupid too, so it's okay.
I love the idea, and I get where everyone's coming from, but then if you think of it very, very logistically, and you could get a full paid 2 weeks in Europe, which everything there is amazing. And if you haven't seen it, it's literally like the same as seeing the moon for the first time. It's just one of those...
Oh, shut up. It's not
You're
the
seeing
same.
either for the first time. Would you rather have 2 weeks in a place that you're equipped to get food and water and things like that, or an hour in a different place that you haven't seen that right now is apparently like skydiving where you could die?
All right, fine. Mr. Safe Boy wants to go to Europe. Wants to go to the thing that he can do anyways, and I'll go be a pioneer. Hey, hold on. We never talked about why is it north and south?
Oh,
is it the southern people are just really tired of this Earth?
So
they're done with this planet. They couldn't figure out how to secede from the U.S., so they figured they just secede from the Earth.
I think that's got to be part of it, right? I mean, Texas wants to be its own country. Florida's thought about being its own thing. They all want something that is entirely different than what is happening on the top half of North America. So when they think either, we could go to Europe, I don't speak any of those languages, or I could go to the moon and it'd be something that nobody else has ever done. I get it. The mindset's completely different.
Get a moment away from the wife.
Brings some socks.
Just get one freaking hour away from the wife. Know what I'm saying? All right, very good. I think we answered that. You go ahead. Give us a question, bud.